Somebody was asking for me to do the Terica voice. So there's these things that have come out of the trial that have kind of gone viral in our little Vell's Important People world, where we have the "I didn't do it," and then we have the "My name is Terica, and Tim texted me, and he had said, can I come to the Chase Park Plaza Hotel?" So I know. It's a sad thing. Somebody just asked me to do it. I couldn't end this.
Is that how she sounded?
Yeah. So they all of them getting caught up. Then he was asked about his relationship with Tim. Trivell was saying that Tim has always been very good to him. Tim, helped him out, took care of him. He said one time he was really going through something. He never said what, but he was really going through something. And Tim actually flew him to California to, relieve him, help him, whatever. And again, they never got into details of what it was. So during that description and of their relationship and how Tim was really down for him, Tim busts out and says, "I didn't do it." And we like, what? Because Tim ain't said a goddamn thing the entire trial. And Tim has been very stoic the entire time. If he was looking at anyone, there's zero facial expression. If something was being, evidence was being shown that was very incriminating, like the phone calls, those sort of things, we're hearing his voice and all of that, he was always looking down like he's so busy. He's busy looking at reading something because, oh, he's so funny. But he always was looking down anytime anything incriminating was being said or shown. So that just shocked the fuck out of all of us. And so the judge, his attorney, Tim's attorney was like, hey, like, don't do that. Don't do that. But it was loud. And Tim was sobbing like, all of that. And then the judge was like, do you need him? Do you need a moment? And then I think it was a combination of Tim's attorney just saying, no, he would be fine. We're fine. So they allowed, let me make sure I didn't forget anything because that was funny, but not funny. Y'all know what I'm saying. Day 5. I think I got the wrong. Yeah, I do. I have the wrong image behind me. It's supposed to say day 6. But day 5 actually has the coverage of what happened with YL, and it's towards the beginning. And I will be clipping these down for those of you who can't last 3 damn hours I did. But I will be clipping these down into smaller segments once I can get, if I get a day off here or once I get back home. So you guys can like quickly just see the different segments and me do the, I didn't do it. They're going to kick me out of this Airbnb. I just thought about it. I'm in an apartment building, not at home. Okay. Anyway, because yeah, I saw more emotion from him today besides the, I didn't do it. I love to give y'all that every once in a while. Okay. Erica and Preston again. Y'all so funny. Y'all so silly. Y'all silly like me. I love it. I didn't do it. Anyway, my family gonna be like, what the hell is happening? To be a street kid and Dre to be more of a suburban kid. So they were kind of different. Trivell was like very street. When he was asked when Tim was asked if he considered himself to be a mentor to the young men, Tim was like, and he's like, do you need to compose yourself? The judge, you need a minute. And then he got to describing in a very emotional way, I just wanted to, wait, I quoted it. Hold on. I wanted to show them that you can make it. I mean, you can make it by not doing, but doing normal shit. You can make it. Like, we made it both on selling chicken. So he said basically because those young guys, the only thing they knew, only rich people they knew were drug dealers. And so that does influence our children. Yeah, so I want to do something about that too as well. But anyway, so that was PIMS. Now, with that being said, this live is starting 2 hours later than I scheduled it for at 7 something this morning. I think that was. And what I want to say is, I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. We today know that we had closing arguments and the jury went into deliberation. And I just knew that we would be done by noon because I knew they were doing closing arguments this morning. So I'm like, oh, I know we're going to be done by noon or 1 or whatever. And so I expected to be here in this Airbnb chilling and just doing stuff. And I was like, yeah, we can go live at 6 because it was late last night. And, you know, I even talked to our moderators who are below. Our backstage moderators for today is Alice, blessed child of God, and also Go Gadget Bridget, who is my birthday twin. We are both Aries, a very wonderful sign. And we were both born on April 17th, I think, of the same year. I think we're actually the same age as well. Like we're literally birthday twins. Thank both of the ladies back there. They're doing an amazing job. I really appreciate you ladies. And we're going to have a Q&A live. It will be whatever day that there's nothing really happening. I'm going to take that evening and it will be earlier. Like I didn't like this 8 p.m. time. I didn't want to make it any earlier because I was afraid I wasn't going to make it to y'all in time and then have to push y'all again. I like to respect your time, but today I didn't do it. so y'all gonna get me kicked out this Airbnb. Y'all so silly. Anyway, so Jesus, I need these guys. I be sometimes forgetting. And I think I need bifocals because y'all see how I had to take them off. And all right, so here's one here. So we have first, y'all abbreviating and it's late and I can't figure out what I'm reading. For the night, first, second for the night. I don't know. I've been here since 8 p.m. East waiting for. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm only giving you that because you sent me the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. But other than that, I'll answer questions from the super chat, and then those questions I'm compiling from our VIP text community members because these people are offering that extra layer of support, and therefore I want to offer them extra. I didn't do it. Y'all not gonna keep having me do that. Y'all gonna get me kicked out for real because I don't know who living above me. He presented it as like they're a wholesome family, you know, him and his mom, you know, by the bootstraps, rags to riches story, that whole sort of thing. What he left out was that, you know, besides his, arrest, they did know about the prison stuff, but they didn't know that he was currently, you know, dealing with, prostitutes and all of that stuff and all the other shenanigans he was involved in. So she was like, he lied to them too. Like his whole life is a lie. He's a lie. He's a walking lie. So then she says, ooh, this was good too. She was reading his rights. She then says the only time he became emotional was when he was talking about his buddy Trevel or himself, because that's all he cares about is himself. She wasn't playing with him. And she said, and not a tear for Dre. I can close this live with that because that's the truth. No matter how much Dre got mentioned, he never gave real emotion. He would become more solemn in his responses, but it was the actor in him, in my opinion, allegedly. But tears and all of that, the only time you saw tears was when Trevel was testifying about how Tim had been there for him and flew him to California because he was going through some stuff. And then all of a sudden we hear, I didn't do it. That was an emotion. That was the first time we saw emotion. And then not again until he was boohooing yesterday, talking about how he was mentoring the youth. Like, I'm such a great person. I was trying to teach them that you could sell some chicken and become rich. You know, like that was the only time we saw emotion from Tim. And it's true. Not a one time did we see a tear or a fake cry even. At least fake it. You faked it for the other stuff. Fake it. Act like you care. Give us something. He didn't give us nothing when it came to Dre. Anyway, so then she goes on, continuing to read and drag and read. So she says, have you seen the story? She said, you have seen the story that the defendant spun for you, and it was a lie. You now have seen behind the veil, and it's ugly. Oh, she was getting at him. Oh, I wish y'all could have been there. And then, yeah, that wait, is that it? Ooh, what's that? It? Oh, okay, yeah. That was a closing argument. So that ends that, you know, they did the formalities with that.
Hey, popping like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seem like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest.